Greetings, everybody. Whoa. What am I doing here? Sorry about that. Hey, in the last video I was showing you the new Colony 6, and I was talking about all the different bands, we had here in Chicago. The big song on this album was Love You So Much. I got it on a CD as well, so I'm just gonna play a part of it because I don't want to get in trouble with copyright stuff, But this is the new Colony 6. This is a great song. I love this song, man. Listen to at least about half a minute of it. It's about all I can probably get away with. Sorry, folks, but that's all I can do. I don't want to get sued. Okay, but I think the CD for this is available on Amazon. So this is a colonization by the new Colony 6. I don't like a lot of the other songs. There's a few songs in here that I like, but the bulk of them I don't. But for me, it's worth it just for that one song, Love You So Much. Because I love you so much. Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Show you the rest of that pile that I pulled out. This is already part 3 now. Well, it's actually the World of Stuff 6th episode, but this is part 3 of the pre-Marvel Atlas comics. So now I got Amazing Adult Fantasy 14. Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, what more can I say? This is the prototype issue for Professor X from the X-Men. This is it. This is the prototype issue. Amazing Adult Fantasy 14. And another thing that I believe Steve Ditko had already established who Peter Parker was going to be, what he looked like, and this is actually, as far as I'm concerned, the first appearance, incognito kind of Peter Parker. Amazing Adult Fantasy number 14. I've read this several times, and I swear that this is also the prototype for J. Jonah Jameson. If you have an opportunity to buy this, even in low grade, and this is right here is in mid grade, because all this stuff is expensive, you know, and high grade. It's almost impossible to find, and the high grade, if you do find it, is just way out of this world. But at any rate, look for yourself. Check it out yourself. You'll see Peter Parker in here. You'll see J. Jonah Jameson in here. And it's definitely the prototype for Professor X. So this is an important key issue as far as I'm concerned. Number 14. And of course, adult fantasy number 15. I got 2 copies left. I had 3. I had to sell one, but I still got 2 copies left of that, including my one with Stan Lee, where I had Stan Lee sign it. I think I showed that too. This is Amazing Fantasy, Adult Fantasy number 13. The whole issue here, this is from 1962. I bought this in a place from a comic book store in Chicago called the Comic Kingdom, that was run by Joe Zarno, and he died a few years ago, Joe Zarno, but he was well known in the comic book world, you know. He's one of the original guys to start running the conventions here. This has a... I think everything in here is by Ditko, and it has anti-communist stories in it. Amazing Adult Fantasy number 13. Amazing Adult... Oh, here's another copy of 13. Oh, look at that. The infamous Marvel chipping along the whole side of that. I got an invoice back here too, so I must have bought this on eBay. What did I pay for this? For this copy, I paid... Okay. I bought this in 2004, and I paid $92.48. I'm not kidding you. For this copy. And it is a... Man, I don't know, man. I would say this is a VG minus. A good plus to a VG minus, I think. I probably way overpaid for this, but at the time, these are so hard to get. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't. No, I didn't pay 92. I got a discount on it. This is all right here in the invoice. Discount, I paid $54. $54.68. That sounds more right. Oh, here's a cool Steve Ditko cover. Well, this is a lower grade. This is number 12, Amazing Adult Fantasy number 12. Steve Ditko cover. It's probably good condition, it's lower grade. But this has the this issue, The Living Statues. This had the first fan mail for Marvel Comics right before it became Marvel. Well, they already started calling it Marvel Comics. You see that up there where it says MC? That doesn't mean Marine Corps. That means Marvel Comics. And this was the first time that they had the fan mail mail call or the mail bag, whatever they call it. This is the first time that they allowed fans, you know, to send in mail and stuff like that. And they answered, whatever. That's number 12. Number 11 has been elusive. I'm trying to find a high-grade copy, so I don't have that. I got number 10. Amazing Adult Fantasy number 10. There's a great story in here, though. I mean, they're all great stories. This one has a story in it about, man, about a strong man contest winner that travels to another planet and something like that. I can't remember, but it was an interesting story. Steve Ditko, of course, did the cover. No mistaking that. Amazing Adult Fantasy. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. 1962. Amazing Adult Fantasy. Number 8 from 1962. I think this is the last dime issue, isn't it? Yeah. This was the last dime issue. Now, that was number 8. Oh, shoot. I don't have number... Well, I guess... I have Amazing Adventures, number 6. Amazing Adventures becomes Amazing Adult Fantasy. And then Amazing Adult Fantasy becomes Amazing Fantasy with number 15, which was the first appearance of Spider-Man. Amazing Fantasy, which I still got 2 copies left of that. But I already told you that. I thought I had 7, but I guess I don't. But this is a pretty low-grade copy here, man. Wow. I don't know. It's probably in good condition. Maybe even a good minus. It's got all that stuff. I think there's a piece missing someplace. Oh, yeah, right here. Corner piece missing right there. Yeah. A lot of edge wear. A lot of spinal wear. I must have bought this a pretty long time ago. Here's a better looking copy of Amazing Adventures number 5. This is probably a VG, I think. 1961. Monsteroso. And Amazing Adventures number 4. I believe this is a Kirby cover. AMX. This is from 1961. This one has some water damage to it. It's lower grade too. And I got another copy of that. It's a little bit better, but it has writing on the cover. Some girl put her name on there, Anita, or maybe it was a guy, I don't know. Jack Kirby! Well, here's another copy of number 4. 3 copies of number 4, and I don't have a copy of number 7. Oh well. Amazing Adventures number 4. This is probably the best copy that I got there. Probably a VG Plus. Atlas. All Atlas pre-Marvel. Amazing Adventures number 3. We were trapped in the Twilight world. I think this is a Kirby cover. Amazing Adventures number 2 from 1961. I got an invoice back here. I bought this from eBay. No date when I got it. But I got it graded at a good plus, and I paid $36 for it. Except I don't know when. No, looks like 2008. 2008, I paid $36 for it. Jack Kirby. That's number 2. Here's another number 2. This is a VG Plus. I've had that in my collection. Probably bought that lower grade one so I can, read it and look at the ads and stuff. Here's another number 2. This is higher grade yet. Well, I mean, it's not high grade, it's higher grade than the other 2. It's probably a VG Plus, maybe a fine minus. Possibly a fine minus. VG Plus. It's got some no, I don't even think a fine minus. I'd say VG Plus. I stick with the VG Plus. And finally, the last one. Amazing Adventures number 1. The comic that started it all. Probably in good condition. I think this has the first Marvel Age. I've talked about this before. The first Marvel Age superhero called Dr. Droom. Not Doom, Droom. $1961. So that's that. Well, that's all the Atlas stuff for now. I got more, but I'll do a video on that at some later date. Probably everybody's getting burned out on watching all these videos on Atlas comics. Oh man, gotta have a sausage. This thing is sharp. Woo-hoo. Leinenkugel, summer shandy. I should be ashamed of myself drinking this stuff. Damn, it tastes so good. Well, those are all the Atlas. Well, not all the Atlas. I got a ton more, but that's all what I'm going to be showing you for a while. We got anything else to show? Yeah, everything's covered up here. I don't know. Hey, probably gonna sell this Toby Press Black Knight, and I'll probably sell this. I'm not gonna sell the Charlton one. I'm probably gonna sell these two, but I'm gonna have to see what the price guide is on this, and then maybe put them up for auction or something. I don't know. Unless somebody out there wants to, has an interest in it, but I'm not gonna give them away for. I'm not gonna sell them for $10, you know. Jeez. Oh, that's a good beer. Oh, this is a really good beer. Take care, folks.